Welcome to IoTCon 2014. I'm here with Julien Vermillard.
Hi.
How was my pronunciation?
Oh, good. Good.
Julien is a software engineer at Sierra Wireless, and in a session yesterday he gave an overview over the protocol landscape in the IoT. Julien, what would you say are the 2, 3 or 4 most important protocols right now?
Today I think the most important protocol for IoT are, say, MQTT and CoAP for application. And you still have a lot of device management done with OMA Lightweight M2M, even if it's not an IoT space protocol, but it's still really used a lot in the IoT space. Mm-hmm. And we see new protocols, but for today, what I see day to day, there is a lot of people using MQTT and CoAP for building new applications. I think it's really the most important protocol today.
Do you have a favorite protocol?
In fact, no. My job is to implement protocols. So if there is one protocol, I have no job. So yes, I'm really a big fan of MQTT because it's really easy to get started and really simple. Yes, and I think it's maybe if I need to pick one, is really MQTT because it's so simple. It's really easy to build an application from scratch in 1 hour or 2 hours. It's really awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now, MQTT is on the way of being standardized. People keep saying that we need more standards for the IoT. Do you think 2 or 3 or 4 protocols will become a standard in the next few years? And what are those?
There is several standards. There is different standards for different things. Like protocol can be different stuff like security layers, like publish-subscribe layer or serialization layers. So if there is a lot of standards actually. I think there are maybe 10 or 20 standards from IoTF, from OMA, from also Oasis, from different space like Etsy or also 1M2M stuff. I think today there is a lot of standards. Now people need to use it, and maybe in the future we'll see if only 1 or 2 or 3 protocols keeps going. But today is really early to say if there is going to have 1 protocol or 2 winning the space in the competitions.
So for now we need this diversity of protocols. But do we really need more than 200?
I think today we are trying to build the business cases, to invent new usage. So we need to have a lot of innovations, and I think it's really too early to say we need to do the things this way. Maybe in 10 years, maybe in 20 years, but today I think we just need to explore stuff, to do open source libraries, and at some point something will emerge. Oh, this is a really good solution for building what we do today.
Okay. Can you tell us a little more about CoAP, the Constrained Application Protocol, REST protocol?
CoAP protocol is a really interesting protocol because it's really a new one, totally new, and it was built for the future, for IPv6, for deploying when you have keynote of people saying we are going to deploy 50 billion objects and put them on the internet. Actually, we are not going to do that with the actual technology, with the IPv4 and maybe MQTT. It's not that scalability, it's not that massive. CoAP is really here for trying to solve the problem, but it depends a lot of IPv6 or new technology, which are still not here today. And the idea behind CoAP is really to decouple the object and the application, to have an API on the object, and you write applications talking to different objects, with discovering different objects and create a new application. It's a really interesting protocol, and there is a lot of deployments of CoAP today. There are a lot of people doing smart city stuff. You don't have a lot of information in the news about that, but I think it's the Los Angeles city is using CoAP and 6LoWPAN
Oh, really?
for handling the lighting system.
Oh, okay.
Creating a mesh network from the street light. I think Cisco is doing a lot of stuff with CoAP, and maybe they are deploying millions of sensors. It's really new. It's really a new technology. It's really interesting.
So it's pretty much a rising star in the protocol landscape, hot candidate for the standard, maybe. What about lightweight M2M? I think you're implementing that right now. Right?
Where I implemented several protocols, but today I'm really working on lightweight M2M. Lightweight M2M is a device management protocol. Device management is for managing your device, upgrading the firmware, pushing your security keys, the configuration for, and monitoring your device for running a fleet of devices. It's something totally separate of the applications. And Lightweight M2M is a new protocol. It's replacing OMA DM, but for the IoT M2M space. And it's built on top of CoAP, and it's really, in fact, a nice REST API on your device for configuring it, upgrading it.
Nice.
It's really an interesting protocol because today the solution we have for device management and the machine-to-machine space is really our solution from the phone manufacturer and are not really a good fit for us.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anything about the origins of lightweight M2M?
The origin, I think, is, I don't know exactly. I think it's people from Sensinode, which are now a division of ARM. And it's the Open Mobile Alliance who really wanted to create new standard for the machine-to-machine space and move out of this phone space. And now we need to create standard ready for machine-to-machine and IoT. Yes, I think really the idea is that.
And finally, MQTT, which already has a big community behind it, around it. There's been some controversy lately about implementing MQTT. Some people claim that it was too difficult to implement on the server side. What would you say to them? What would you reply?
Yeah, the idea of MQTT is ready to make the thing really simple for the client, for the object, and well, you are going to develop one server and to create 1 million device. So you can build a MQTT client in one day. It's really simple. And and the idea is that, and yes, of course, on the server side, it's a bit more complicated. You have different quality of services. The quality of service too is, yes, it's hard to scale, but it's not mandatory to use it. You need to understand how it's working, and just, okay, if I have a lot of messaging, I will use QS0, QS1, it's scalable. QS2 is just for specific use cases. It's when you develop standard or protocol is never perfect. There is always trade-off, and there is always people saying, okay, yes, this part of the protocol is not good. Yes, but you have all the rest of the protocol to use. I think this controversy is nice. It's a good feedback, but it's not preventing people from using MQTT.
Okay. But you think there's no one protocol to rule them all, as you suggested in your talk title yesterday?
Even for web today, we use HTTP, but WebSocket is already a different protocol. We still use different protocol for mails, for DNS, for whatever we have.
Of course. Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your last day at IoTCon.
Thank you.
See you next time. Have a good day. Bye.